Yeah, welcome and welcome back. We should be online. It's a long time that I haven't been streaming. So, as always, please, at the very first seconds, help me out. If you can see me, if you can hear me, and I am excited. I am excited. March will be a wonderful month. We have Secunda from Wavelet Audio, and it's an amazing library. A little niche, maybe, but it's an amazing library. Sound Iron came out with the Hyperion String Ensemble, and it's a beast of a string library. There are way more possibilities to do whatever you want to do with those strings that I could have ever imagined. Yeah, tomorrow Wrong Tools even will publish their new Northwest Passage, a guitar library. Very amazing, even this one. And yeah, there will be another surprise pretty soon these days. But today we do talk about Secunda, the Emperor's Toolkit from Wavelet Audio. And what will we do today? I have it since yesterday. Wavelet Audio, they have been so nice to hand out an NFR copy to me, to check it out, to play with it, to show it to you. I didn't have much time, so I just played a little bit with it, and then I thought, wow, it's worth making a live stream about it and just do something. And as always, my good friend Dave Cushing didn't let me alone on this. He provided good visuals, as always. And I will talk about this even very soon. I have a video in the making where I will talk about the possibilities that you as a composer have to get visuals, or to score, or to rescore, or maybe the complete other way around. Maybe you have a very cool track, you wrote a demo track, you wrote a song or whatsoever, and you would like to have visuals for that track. It's not that you can, you have your hit points and you have everything, and whoa, die brother, Prost. At this point I have to start drinking early. My good friends, the Bokononisti, are in the chat, so yeah, I've been to Germany recently. I have loads of good beer here, and so you have your music done, and now you would like to have visuals that really suit your music, that really hit to your music, not the other way around. And now there's a video in the making where I will talk about, how to get those visuals, which possibilities there are, at least in my opinion, and that's it. So yeah, I will show you quickly what I did in the hour before now I went live, and then we will just go through Secunda, preset by preset. There is lots of stuff to discover, so we will redo something like this. I will put on my headphones, and obviously I will share my screen with you. So that was the very first cue that I came up with, and then now there's a second one. So I think you get the idea. With Secunda, you get right off the box that Dune feeling, that Blade Runner feeling. Secunda is mostly based on throat singing. And there's even a very cool video where the artist that they sampled is talking about how they made the library and all this. But let's do this from the beginning. So what I will do, I will cancel every, just to show you quickly what is in there. So you see it's Secunda, Secunda, Secunda. So the first 9 tracks have been completely by Secunda. Then yes, I thought Gravity 2 from Heaviosity would suit, for example, Secunda very well. They will go hand in hand. Obviously for that little bit percussion that there was, there's just damage 2, subtle underneath, and I wanted even a very good contrast, you know, to the Emperor chant and to the Kagira singing, so I loaded up even vocalies, which in my opinion even delivers absolutely great in that style of music. So yeah, let's see what you get within Secunda. It's a surprisingly big library, because I thought, you know, the throat singing, what can there be apart from something like this, but they went really deep into details. So to start this, you know, if you started, you have those 3 folders. You have the main folder, you have the phrases folder, and then you do have the one shots. In the main folder, obviously the main instrument is the Emperor chant, and it's all in the key of F, which according to the manual which I was reading suits that kind of singing most, but you do have a tuning key. So Dune, Dune, Dune. Obviously you can go up and down only, I think, 3 semitones, because if not the whole characteristics would get lost. Then you do have here the tone, various settings that they did. The balance 1, the low, the balance 2, and the ren. So here you can already see the syllables, because all the blue keys are various syllables. They put in a very cool other feature, which are the red keys here, which are just random keys that you can trigger like this. You see here already short transition, long transition, and here you choose the transition type, if it should be time-based or velocity-based. I'm a big fan of velocity-based, so depending on the velocity you get, you see, a short transition or a long transition makes it very musical if you're playing in stuff. You do have 2 round robins for every syllable, which you can switch on. Can you switch off? Obviously you have reverb. And about reverb, if you follow the channel long enough, you know, I always had black hole on everything, and I was always joking, like, you know, even a fart sounds good if you go through black hole. How can I say this? I retired black hole. I'm not using black hole anymore. I completely replaced it with Vast by Heaviosity. So if you haven't seen the videos, I didn't make a video myself yet, but if you haven't seen any videos about Vast, check out their the processing to Vast. Yeah, it's Vast. So now you have the reverb, and then here you do have an LFO filter. Even this is pretty cool. We will play with the LFO later on in the transitions. I mean, not everybody is a cinematic composer and scoring movies, short movies, or whatever. Sorry, I just want to check my messages once in a while because I'm waiting for a message. Yeah, that's the LFO. So if you know, for a dance track or whatsoever, even the LFO might be interesting. And yeah, that's the Emperor's Chant. And even there, a pretty cool thing, if you leave the key, then a release sample is triggered. So yeah, that's the very first instrument here, the Emperor Chant. Then there are the Kagira low and high. They are in the same instrument. They are in the same instrument. You can see from the keys, the red keys. Sorry, here. Are the low, and the yellow ones are the high ones. You do have tuning keys here. Where are they? Sorry. Yeah, there are the tuning keys. Exactly, that's it. And then you can even combine them. I don't remember how it exactly was. I'm told you I don't have it that long, but there's the possibility anyhow to combine them. So if you press one key, then they both get triggered. Here for the low vowels, which you can trigger here, the O, the and the U. Even in this library, one thing that I figured out in the short time that I was playing with it, only the white keys are working. The black keys don't do anything on this one. So you have the U. And there is even written what precisely he is singing there. You have even here an LFO if you want it. The LFO curve. Here you have the volts. Here you do have and range extender. Look at the keys, you know, they get orange because you can extend the range. Good evening, I'm a little bit late. Hi Bernie, nice to see you. Richard, I have got it from off the production today. Yeah, Richard, so happy to see you. Hello. Oh yes, the Boccolinisti now mentioned something. I don't know if you can see it in the stream, which, by the way, big news. You know, I live in Italy, and you know, there's Europe, and there's America, and there's Asia, and so on. And then there's Italy. I don't know exactly, you know, where it's placed. You know, on the map it's placed in Europe, but you know, if you travel through other European countries, once in a while you realize how many light years Italy is behind the other countries. And after 1 year of delay, you know, 1 year of delay, this is 365 days, I finally have the fiberglass internet connection in my house. That's the good news. So there isn't any cable. I have really the fiberglass behind that wall, and then there's the modem. So the streams should be really high quality now. We are not worried anymore if it starts to snow or to rain or whatsoever. So connection is good. So even in the streams, I hope, you know, that everything is more stable and I can slowly then ramp up even the quality, and the whole family is connected too at the same time. Before, whenever I did a stream, they all needed to switch off everything. Anyhow, we were talking about the interface. It's raining there. So I hope you can see it even in the stream. The whole interface is animated. If we go back to the Emperor Chant, just to show you, even there, you see the light beams moving. It's a very, very cool interface. This library is lots of fun. I tell it again, it might be a little niche, obviously. You know, throat singing is not something that you need every day, like a piano or strings, for example, but it does what it does very, very well. Yeah, copper cable, and I'm really happy. That's the really good news, that they passed the fiberglass line on the power lines, and the pole is within my property. So I had the chance, to get the fiberglass line directly into my place, and then there is the modem and then the router and stuff like this. So I have something like 1000 in down and 500 in up. That is impressive, because before I had 50 in down and 5 in up. So every stream was a risk, and some of you might remember even the first streams, with the pictures that were So yeah, for everyone who just switched on now, I will show again what we are about to do today. I would like to do something because obviously my friend Dave Cushing didn't let me down even this time. So we do have nice visuals even this time. So we have something, where this library really shines. Richard, I missed you. Really, I missed you in the chat. So just to show you quickly again. Yeah, that's Secunda, and it's in intro sale until tomorrow. This is even another reason why I really wanted to make this stream as quick as possible, even if I'm not the very expert yet for this library, but you still can get it for the entry price if you might be interested in something like this. And personally, I'm even very interested in growth. There are other very cool library from Wavelet Audio, but let's concentrate on Secunda today. So we had here the Kagira phrases, and then if you go back here again, then we do have, and this is pretty cool. Within the first folder, the main folder, we do have the drone atmospheres. We do have 21 drone atmospheres, and every single drone is made of 3 layers. You do have a tonal layer and percussive layer and an affix layer. You can then here just, link them for the atmosphere that you can dial in or out, or you just do it, here really then layer by layer. You can choose here the waveform, how you would like to see the waveform of those 3. And now I just go in the key of D and I press the very first key, and then we let this drone do its thing. So you see, I didn't expect drones that good within that library, because I really thought it was only about, the throat singing and vocal effects like the breathing and stuff that will come to later. For every, I just showed you here, this is the possibilities that you have with the waveforms. You can even make them bigger if you want them bigger. And that's it. I personally prefer these visuals, but that's just the visuals, doesn't make anything else. Once in the song reaction streams. Hey, blue-eyed cat. Song reaction streams. Now that I have fiberglass internet, and I'm pretty sure, by the way, even tomorrow I might make another live stream about another library that I already love, even if I have it only since 3 hours, and before dinner I had only half an hour to play with it. But tomorrow there might be another live stream, and yeah, this weekend I'm unfortunately I'm really busy, and yeah, in tomorrow's live stream, if I make a live stream tomorrow, I can even tell why I'm that busy at the moment. But I hope in maximum 10 days then. So not this weekend, but next weekend, there will be another song reaction stream. And then maybe even with Nico Schüle together, we will make some reaction videos and stuff like this. So yeah, there are many good things happening. And I teamed up, I don't know if you've seen it yet, I teamed up with Andreas Dormann, a YouTuber and composer from Germany. And we will announce very, very soon our scoring competition, and we do have a major first prize. The first prize will surprise you, so stay tuned. A lot of good things are happening. As I told at the very beginning, March is and will be an amazing month. So let's go through some other drones and play a little bit with this stuff, because for every layer you do have obviously the volume, the transpose, the filter, you can solo it, you can mute it, you have the ADSR if you want it, and that's the one we had. Just another drone. I will dial down the atmosphere, because what the atmosphere is doing is just adding reverb and delay and stuff like this according to the manual. So you see, that's the first layer, dry completely, and then I blend in the atmosphere. And you get this. And switch them on one by one. Okay, nice to see you. Hey, the gang is nearly complete. And then, yes, I can transpose this. And the volume. I can mix those drones to my liking, and this is precisely what I did at the very, very beginning. I only had that drone here. Doing its thing, because this is, you know what, with the Kagira and the Emperor chant. And then the second drone, I absolutely liked that second drone, because there is even something. Now let's listen only to that drone. There's even that. This stuff sounding a little bit oriental, and this is why I had vocalies here. Opinion, they just accompanied one each other so good. Okay, the drones. What else is there to tell? Yes, obviously you do have tuning keys, so you don't have to live in the key of D. And those drones alone are worth. Do have 3 different options, even the wet ones, the dry ones, or the dry tone ones, only the drones. And we have been through the main folder. Then we get to the phrases folder, which, by the way, all those phrases, they are time synced, but there are even 2 modes, so you can even use it in some kind of a beatbox mode. I will show you. So the phrases, I do have some phrases here. For example, the complex phrases, which you find here. It's the first one, the complex phrases. The red ones again are the tuning keys, and the blue ones then are the various phrases. Change the tempo. You see, they're time synced, and that's obviously, I mean, if they wouldn't have been time synced, they would be useless in my opinion. So well done, Wavelet Audio. And here you do have attack, release, delay, speed, wet, the speed, double speed, half speed, and volume, panning, cutoff, and reverb. And here you do have settings which are global or individual. If you put it on individual, then every single phrase gets treated individual. So whatever you do here is for that only. If you put it on global, then it gets globally applied to all the phrases. And here you do have the possibility, you know, to take slices, to play only those if you want. So even this is in my opinion, pretty clever. So yeah, we are on the complex phrases, but there are even the low Kagira phrases, just to show you. Ooh. Look who's in the chat. I think it's you, Evgeny. Thanks a lot, really, for handing out the NFR copy to me. I love the library. And we do have Wavelet Audio in the chat, so we do have the developer in the chat. Ask them all the questions that you have, and so will I, whenever I stumble onto something which I'm not familiar yet. So yeah, those are the low phrases, and as I said, the red ones are the tuning keys, which even this is very clever. I mean, the Emperor chant obviously is that deep. As I said, there are only the two semitones up and down. Here instead you do have 2 octaves where you can then tune them. We do have here the low Kagira phrases too. We do have the high Kagira phrases. Let's just open a new track quickly. Okay, there they are. That is so amazing. I just played with the built-in delay. Little bit more reverb. Yeah, okay, I'm starting already to have too much fun with this library, looks like. Then, the next one would be in the phrases, the breath and whisper phrases 1. And this stuff is so useful. Okay, quickly. Okay, and yeah, again the problem with the one screen only during the streams, but that's not a big problem. And then we do have the drones here, just quickly. Okay, we will need some time for this. And even on this one, quickly, just a little bit of Yeah, that's it. Might be a little bit out of sync, obviously, due to me playing it in. Okay, even this one quickly quantized. Then we will even here add a little bit of that female voice. Okay, we're nearly there. Just to come up with another quick cue, and then we go back to the Emperor. I should have, you know who I am. Dune inspiration, yeah, absolutely. Maybe here. I like this one. The male Dune. Okay. Okay, and let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. So you see, you don't need much to accompany Secunda. Secunda in itself is pretty complete. It's just me that I thought a female voice might suit this one perfectly, and then obviously some low percussion, but you know, use whatever you have for percussion. So okay, I like it. Let's continue with this one. We have been here. I should save this. You never know when the computer will crash. And there is, you know, the breath and whisper phrases one. Then there's another one. Then there are the processed whisper loops. Those are worth mentioning. A new track. We go through them. Yeah, the Thunder Cars, exactly. This is what I thought the very first moment I saw your video, and then yeah, as soon as I played with this. And now we go to the processed whisper loops. Okay, I tell you something. In this case, we won't even need damage here. We will use this one. I won't play it in the whole time. What I will do is quickly just play here the piano roll. Sure, it's quicker. Okay, until 47. So, and you see, you even have the possibility to have some percussive elements out of Secunda. Wonderful library, really. Wavelet Audio, you did something pretty amazing, at least in me. You know, it turns on that inner child that just wants to play, that just wants to come up with something. And Yeah, unfortunately, the clip that I have, the clip that I have is only 90 seconds. So we have, you know, this movie material only for the beginning. But anyhow, we can go back to it maybe. No. Just again with some visuals. Okay, we need to go back a little more for the drone. As soon as I have any visuals, then. Okay, so we have been in the processed whisper loops, which we used as a percussive element. That's amazing. Whoa. Yeah. Let me try something. Ah, I can't. No, I can. Individual. Let's try this. You will see what I have in mind. So individual settings should be on that individual preset. So this one I will pen pretty hard to the left. Exactly. You see, this is the individual settings. This is why they are so useful. This one I will pan pretty hard to the right. Okay, I think you get the idea that I had in mind. Because if this would have been in global, then obviously panning would apply to all the various sounds. But in this case, it's really individual on the key that you press. You see how it's changing. And now you have something like this. Where you do have those two sounds that are obviously time synced, but one of them to the right, one of them to the left, and at least under the headphones they create something pretty cool. Nice. Then we go. Processed whispers, we have been there, and then there come the distorted loops. Just let me check. I think it's not them. Or are they distorted? Yeah, no, they are. It's them. Okay, we are in the second folder. The distorted loops. I wrote distorted phrases. Hey, what an idiot I am. Because yeah, for this I'm pretty German. I really need good names here, at least in bigger projects then. Okay, so let's listen to some of those distorted loops. Which I used, you know, in the second example that we had, where I placed Gravity 2 underneath instead of the built-in drones. I have a transition there, and then some of those distorted phrases, they are loops, they are really cool. Even those obviously are time synced. Even here you do have the attack, the release, the delay, the reverb, panning, cutoff, volume, and even here the speed. And as always, the red keys are the tuning keys. So I guess you get the idea. We are 45 minutes in and we didn't even walk through all the NKIs that there are. So the one shots. Let's start maybe with the one shot that I liked most. The stomps. And you see the whole interface is just black. Simple instrument for playing stomps. You guessed it. There are 32 round robins for the right foot and for the left foot. And every time you play, they are just changing. So if you played it again, heavy metal guitars would sound like death metal. Yeah, absolutely. Just I put a little bit of more distortion on it or something like this. Then use some metal phrases like the Voices of Rage from Sound Iron. Even there, you could use Secunda. So I might need to take back my very first statement where I said Secunda is a little niche. It does what it does very good, but it's not your bread and butter daily library. But maybe, the more you know it, the more needs and the more use you might find for it. So just the stumps, I love them. And I used them. I used them in my first example here. I used them. They are wonderful. And what else is there in the one-shot folder? Just open a new track so I don't have to destroy what we did so far. You never know, I might use it if I should come up even with a video later on, or a demo track or whatsoever, even if I'm a little busy at least the next 2 weeks. There will be even a pretty cool tutorial about heavy metal and rock drums in cooperation with, you will find out. So hits and impacts. And of those you can never ever have enough. Pretty cool feature here. Reverse. That's always, I like every library where you do have the possibility to really simply have a reverse. The starting time is now set to cursor, so I can place the cursor wherever I want, and that's the starting time. Or I leave it at hit, means it starts precisely at the hit, so there is no fading into it, but cursor is maybe better. And anyhow, you do have here, because we all know how it works, if you need to drag a region within your project, that's such a waste of time. Fortunately, Wavelet Audio thought about it. They do have the offset here, where you can then quickly adjust just the offset, 8th bar, for example, or 1 bar. There it comes. So you have the possibility to do everything within the engine. The same here for the settings again, global or individual, attack, decay, sustain, release, volume, padding, tuning, cutoff, stereo, reverb, gate, and gate sensibility. And I have something here. Let's go to the transitions. I would like to show you, because I'm pretty, it was here, I think. Just need to, sorry. Exactly. You see, I programmed this before. So everything on that interface, as we are just used to, right click, learn MIDI CC automation. So I have the gate right here on 1/32, and then here I can blend it in and out, and then okay, if you're on solo, obviously you won't hear anything. Just one of the, maybe this one, for example, this one. And then as I play it, I will dial in the gate. You see? Which obviously you can record in Logic or Cubase or Studio One or whatever DAW you're working with. I liked this feature a lot. I really liked, the possibility that I can really just dial in and dial out the gate. Yeah, that's just me. Maybe that's just me, but I like it a lot. So we have been here with the hits and impacts 1. In original tuning, central tuning, short percussive, or reversed. Nice. Then the next one hits and impacts 2 signature atmospheres. I remember when I first got Jaeger from Audio Imperia, and there have been those hits and swells and stuff like this. It was just like, wow. And since that day, I love them. I just love them. So atmospheres too, and then we come to something pretty cool, to the calls and horns. Now even here, same thing as before, the start time, the offset. Richard, thanks for joining in, really. Thanks for joining in, and see you in a lot more live streams within the month of March. So, we go to the next ones, and I like them a lot. These are signature calls and horns. 1. Just take what we have here, the movie window, and as I will solo this. You know, when the picture blends in, you come with something like this. Sets you in the right mood right away with one single key. In this case, you know, one single signature call or horn. There's lots of material in the library. And the library, even this is pretty cool, you can see it here, comes with a free player, so you don't need the full version of Contact. Okay, we get to NKI number 7 and Brahms. You know, Brahms. You never can have enough Brahms. No way. Tuning keys. There's one more beautiful than the other. I didn't even use them. There was no time. There was no time to make more in this very quick demo that I showed you at the beginning. And yeah, we go to the Brahms and Distorted Bass 2. That's a badass sound. Then, yes, next up there are the transitions. I already talked about them. Some call them swells, some call them... And the transitions. This is what they are. Boom! And then there comes the Brahm. It just... Dum. Even here, again, you know, you have the start time, and then you do have the offset to place them precisely on the grid. Transitions 2. Just to show you some of them. And if I would need to go through all of them, then yeah, we would be here all night long. They're a little softer. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Holy moly. Oh, even that's a very interesting effect. Even that's a very interesting effect. You know, to open up the filter as the transition goes. That's even bad. I mean, bad in not bad as a sound, bad as you know, evil. That's pretty evil. What a beautiful library. What a beautiful library. Yeah, next one is the Stomp Designer. We already had this one. Then there are growls and screams. You know, and those sounds is always, I just imagine how much fun they had in the studio recording those. And I can imagine, of course they are highly concentrated in studio, time is money and everything, but I'm pretty sure there have been even a lot of laughs. Soon you can't be serious all the time if you record something like this. Yeah, this was the very last sound when the library was done. Yeah. And even here, the reverse function, and this one which adds a random start to the sample. The next one, growls and screams too. Yeah, this is me when there isn't any more beer in the fridge. Let me try something with this and just tune it down. Whoa. Yeah, with this library really play a lot with the tuning and the cutoff. You can get really amazing results. Absolutely. Personally, I don't like that reverb a lot. But I mean, that's not a problem. You have an onboard reverb, just for quickly doing something. And then anyhow, if you're working on a bigger project, you know, you have your buses and you have your favorite reverb then on the various buses to your needs. So that's not a negative point. Beautiful. And yeah, instrument NKI number 14, breath and whispers. Yes. Oui. Wow. That's an evil sound even. You know, that's the very last noise. Nice. And the last one. Breath and whispers 2. There's lots of material. Yeah, so I hope I had the chance to show you a little bit how much content there really is within Secunda. I suggest we listen again to everything that we came up with so far. Obviously, again, with the visuals, because they add something, you know, even to it, because I think this is where you mostly will use this library, you know, to score or rescore or whatsoever. Do something like this. And then this really cool percussive thing we created, playing with the panning to the left, to the right. And as we were listening to this, I just wanted to exactly as there have been the transitions, just to show you, you know, here is one of the transitions. I placed it, I had the start time at hit, I had the offset at 1 bar, and the transition hits precisely where I needed it. So well thought out, really well thought out, this stuff here with the offset and the start time for the transitions, because we all know how important it is that they are really then time synced, that you could work with them in your grid and stuff like this. And I nearly think that's it from my side for today, for this live stream. If you have questions, if you would like that I show you again one of the instruments or one of the features or whatever, or as we do have Wavelet audio in the chat, and thanks again even for your time now, for chiming in, then just ask those questions in the chat, or to them or to me, because otherwise I think I will close this live stream within the next 1 or 2 minutes, because we went through the whole library, through all 3 folders, through all NKIs, through nearly all of the sounds, because I really wanted to show you that there is a lot more in it than only, don't get this wrong, only throat singing or something like this. They really did a lot. And that interface, I mean, just look at that animated interface. I mean, we all are a little bit childs inside, I think, and we all like good visuals. And then if you have an interface like this, a library like this, then it's even fun to use it. And then you, at least me, you use it more, because if I would have 2 choices of something similar, then it's this kind of library that I open to work with, and not the other one, because this one even gives me a little smile and makes even heart downloaded. Bernie, you too have a very quick internet connection then, I think, if you already downloaded it. That's good. And yeah. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this. I think the Emperor Chant, I showed you the short transition and the long transition, how it works with velocity if you have it set on to velocity and not onto time, but it tells you precisely, and even this, well done, the interface is so well done. It shows you precisely the offset, so you play it in the way I did, and obviously it's not perfect, and if you want to have it perfect, then it shows you precisely what you need to do. You need to have, for a short transition, the offset to 2 32s or to 5 32s if you have the long transition, and then you do have a very smooth, a very good transition even. That's cool, even, because I'm pretty sure if you spend some time, you do have even the possibility with favorites. You can add syllables that you like to your favorites, and then you have only them if you go into the interface to do the favorites, because you might want to create a phrase. The phrase builders, many libraries do have those possibilities to build phrases or something like this. So you might do something that at least sounds a little bit recognizable as something like, is dinner ready? This would be fun. Dünner. Hey, is Dünner ready? Mit alles? Mit scharf? Fun. Let's get a little bit back to the Kagira. Yeah, I wanted to stop it. I know I wanted to stop it, but okay, I think that's it for today. I really think that's it for today. Even here you show the interface. It's raining cats and dogs, and yeah, that's it. Even Wavelet Audio, obviously they do have a walkthrough on their YouTube channel where you get pretty good explained what the various instruments do and how they work. There's even a video, I think, since today, how they used Secunda in an EDM track. There is another video how they used it to make Brahms or something like this. So check out their YouTube channel too. There is lots to discover. Secunda, wonderful library. In my opinion, even the other one, now I don't remember the name. Let's do this quickly. Groth, even another incredible library from Wavelet Audio. And if you're quick, you still get it for the entry price until tomorrow. As I said at the beginning, this is why I did my stream today, because you know, some of you might fall in love with the library and just say, yeah, I would like to get it. I can switch on back, by the way, yeah, to this. You know, I think I have completely red ears by now after 1 hour under the headphones. And that's it from my side for today, really now. Thanks for joining. Make good music always. See you in the next video or the next live stream. And pretty sure the next live stream will be already tomorrow, because, yeah, tomorrow, as I said, you know, Wrong Tools will come out with their wonderful Northwest Passage guitar library, but tomorrow there will be even another wonderful library published by one of my favorite developers, and it's pretty amazing that it came to an amazing time too, for a project that I will talk about, I hope, in a couple of days. I was told it will be published in a couple of days. So yeah, Servus und Gute Nacht. Genau, Bernie. Das ist jetzt dann genau das Richtige. Ich werde jetzt wahrscheinlich auch ziemlich bald schlafen gehen. War ein etwas längerer Tag. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like it if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and see you very soon. Bye bye.